Shalom, shalom. Before getting started, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashem Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Sincere peace, blessings, and salutations to you, hopefully elect out there. All right. Just bear with me as I get this set up real quick. All right. Let's lock here. Bear with me real quick. Set this up real quick, so lock here. Jake gotta make do with what they got, man. Alright, alright, again, all praise to Yahweh Bashem Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Shai, man. Beautiful times that we're in. Very beautiful times that we're in. Alright, as we are in the days where, the men of old desire to see the things that we see. Alright, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai, start from our apostles and elders. Alright, and all the men on down, and just through the spirit, this has been a topic that's been on my mind for the past couple of days. Going into this topic of the hour of temptation, as we are closer, or as we're inching closer and closer to the hour of temptation, all right, which is going to come in the form of that MOTB, the Revelation 13, 16, and 17 being implemented, all right, being mandated, all right, as we're getting closer and closer to that, Lord willing, we've been built up to the spirit to be able to withstand that time to come, all right, because as we know, or as we should know, according to the scriptures, the judgment for taking that MOTB, the judgment for taking that charagma, all right, the scriptures talk about, and I might get into it if the spirit permits, for those that take that MOTB, the judgment being that you're going to have to drink the full cup of the Lord's wrath without mixture, basically you're going to be judged without mercy, because this was something that was on my mind, the fact that you got these Israelite camps that are right now basically teaching, when it comes to the topic of the MOTB, that it's everything but what has been taught by the apostles, because whether these camps want to admit it or not, whether these other guys, these Israelites want to admit it or not, they learn from the apostles of Great Millstone, all right, who through the spirit, are the true leaders of the nation of Israel, of all Israel right now. Again, whether some want to hear that or not, pretty much everyone learns from the apostles of Great Millstone, man, but again, the simple fact that they don't want to, they want to teach everything that's been taught contrary to what the apostles have been, everyone wants to teach what the MOTB is contrary to what the apostles have taught it to be, which is, again, the MOTB, the charagma, which is an implantable device. Now, granted, it is a sin to take it, but when it comes to the actual MARK, it's not sin itself, And again, it's crucial because, again, whether you believe it's the MOTB or not, eventually it's all going to boil down to whether it's all going to come down to a decision. A choice is going to have to be made. All right, because we are all going to be put in this position to where we are going to have to take it. All right, and it's going to come down to that choice of taking it or not. You see, and again, because like I said, Lord willing, we've been built up to this point to be able to withstand and not taking it, because when the MOTB gets mandated, man, this is going to be a time where all hell is going to be breaking loose. right? This is going to be a time when, pretty much we're not going to know when where our next meal is going to come from. It's going to be, it's going to get tough, man. It's going to get real hard. It's going to get crucial, but again, Lord willing, we have been built up to this point to be able to withstand in that day. I'm going to get this real quick. In 1 Corinthians chapter 10, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, it says, There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So you see, because Yahweh Shema Shai, at the end of the day, he's not going to put us through anything that wasn't meant for us to make it out of at the end of the day, if we're of the elect. Because again, in this time to come, again, when this MOTB is mandated, all right, again, Yahweh Shema Shai, when it comes to these people, he's not going to be with them. The Spirit is not going to be with them. All right. So granted, hey, these people, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to put, he's going to put more on them than they can handle, more than they can deal with. It's going to be so bad, man, because a lot of people are going to they're going to try to take the easy way out, all right, in the form of, trying to commit suicide. But nah, man, if it's meant for you to go through, because it tells you in 2 Ezra 9 how people are going to be dwelling in torments, man. That's this constant pain, suffering, torture, whatever the case may be. If it's your lot to deal with it, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to live through that, whether you want to or not. Like I said, people are gonna be trying to take the easy way out, but nah, man, it's nothing for Yahweh Shema Shai, for people that try to take their own life. It's nothing for Yahweh Shema Shai to leave your spirit and your body, man, and make you suffer. That's nothing for the Lord. So again, when it comes to these people, hey, the Spirit is not going to be with them, but Lord willing, we're of that number. Again, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be with us. All right, so that when this time of temptation comes, I'm gonna read this again in 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, because also when you read in Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter, you read in that chapter, man, how, hey, the Lord, all those that put their trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, man, all those that called on Yahweh Shema Shai in truth and sincerity, and the Lord's not going to leave them looking confounded, looking stupid, man. And again, Lord willing, that's the case for us, putting our full trust in Yahweh Shema Shai against all odds, against any circumstance. Because again, that's what it's going to come down to. That's what it's going to boil down to at the end of the day, man. All right. And, our complete faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, when our back is against the wall, man. And it seems like this is the one, because, and this is why, and Lord willing, I get that as well. Because Yahweh Shema Shai heals us in many different ways now that he's dealing with us, Yahweh Shema Shai puts us through these trials and tribulations, the things that we got to deal with in our personal walk now, to show us and let us know that he's dealing with us now. So, we don't get, we don't become bugged out like these people, because again, man, we can't stress it enough, how what's getting ready to happen, man. Hey, these people, they're not ready. They're simply not ready, man. They have no idea what's getting ready to happen out here. Hell, even when it comes to the elect, when it's all said and done, even the elect are going to be like, damn, because I said this before, we've been given a general outlook on what's we know famines are going to come, plagues, pestilences. We know people are going to be getting torn to pieces by wild beasts, right? But when we actually see this go down, hey, man, it's gonna be like, damn, I ain't know, the Lord is cold. I ain't know it was gonna be like that. We are going to see some shit out here, man. We're going to see some things out here that these people are not ready for. Again, Lord willing, we've been built up to the point to be able to withstand, man. Because again, it's going to get crucial. It's going to get real bad out here, man. But it says, God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So you see, all right, Yahweh Shema Shai, again, he's not going to put us through anything that it wasn't meant for us to make it through. All right, and it's so much when we are tempted, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to have the spirit on us, Lord willing, we're that number to where we're going to be able to deal with it. We're going to be able to bear it, man. Because, you know, I often think about, you know, men like Stephen, you know, when he was getting stoned to death. There's no account where it goes into, you know, the scriptures don't tell us that, because when you read the account of Stephen getting stoned, right, it goes into how he's you know, looking up, and he sees Yahweh Shai sitting on the right hand of the Most High, and this is while he's getting stoned to death. So with that being said, there's no account, you know, in the scriptures is telling us that Stephen felt any type of pain or, you know, anything like that, you know, as well as the mother with her 7 sons that you read about in Maccabees, right? You know, as the 7 sons are getting tortured to death, there's no account letting us know that, you know, they felt any type of pain or anything, man. You know, so likewise to us, and this time to come, whatever situations that we're being put through, all right, whatever it is that we're gonna go through in that time, again, it just told us Yahweh Shema Shai, he's gonna have the spirit on us to where we're gonna be able to deal with it. We're gonna be able to bear it, man. You know, in the time of our temptation, like it just said. So also make a way to escape it. You see, because again, this is going to be a time where all hell is going to be breaking loose. It's going to be bad, man. Again, like I said, we can't stress enough on how bad, how serious it's going to be. We just can't stress it enough. But like the head brother Nahoya, you know, he often says, man, because hey, people are gonna learn through the demonstration. Because, you know, at this point, it's like what more talking does the Lord need to, you know, what more talking needs to be done, you know? These people, they have to find out through death, by pain, misery, suffering, you know? You see? But again, when this time comes, Lord willing, the Spirit is going to be with us. All right, Lord willing, the Spirit is going to be with us to be able to deal with whatever, you know, whatever it is that we got to deal with. Because again, man, get this real quick. It's 2nd Esdras. And a Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shema Shai Brakatah. Yep. Go ahead and read that real quick. In Jeremiah 11:14. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry of prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. And that's a very fearful thing. That's a very scary thing, man. You know, when Yahweh Shema Shai brings your worst fears upon you, and you know, because it's like, what do you expect from us? Don't come crying to us in that day, man. Again, what more talking? You know, we can only but say so much. You know, we can only but tell you so much. And you see, pretty much it's like when it comes to the prophets, man, that's like almost like the, so to say, the last line of defense. Because hey, you know, you read the account of Samuel, when Samuel came into town, man, you know, hey, the prophets, the men, they were afraid, because it's like you come peaceably, you know, because typically when the Lord sent his prophets out, it wasn't for the most part a pleasant message, you know. Because oftentimes the Lord sent his prophets out to give warning about something, you know. Before I get that, I'm gonna get this real quick. In Amos 1:1, it says, Amos 1:1, the words of Amos, who was among the herdmen of Tekoa, which he saw concerning Israel in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel, 2 years before the earthquake. So you can look into this yourself, do your research yourself. It said 2 years before this particular earthquake took place, Amos came on the scene. So you see, that's just one of many examples showing that before Yahweh Shema Shai sent the destruction, he sent men to speak on his behalf. He sent ambassadors to speak on his behalf, all right, to give warning. You see, because hey, when Yahweh Shema Shai, when he sends the judgment, hey, that's it. And it's not like people don't, you know, people have more than enough time to and that's one thing about the Lord. He gives you more than enough time to get right, to get ready, man. You know, and you see, this is the last casting call, man. Because hey, you know, this is the final judgment, man. This is it, man. This is it. Because this constant cycle of, you know, the Lord dealing with His people. All right, us having to be born into captivity. You know, coming, you know, getting right, serving the Lord, then going off, and then the Lord has to, you know, send a nation to you know, put us in captivity. And this constant cycle, this is, we believe this is the last time that we're gonna, you know, this is it, man. This cycle between the Heavenly Father and the nation of Israel, all right, the rebelliousness, which when you go into the word rebellion, it goes into back to war. You see, so this constant cycle of war between the nation of Israel, the Heavenly Father, and the nation of Israel, you know, it's coming to an end. And this is why the scriptures talk about how when it if the Lord didn't leave behind a remnant, man, then we'd all just be done. You know, we'd be at Sodom and Gomorrah. So that's why, as of right now, the Lord is only dealing with the elect, because it's going to be through the elect. All right, you know, the 2/3, they're just going to have to die on this side, horrible deaths on this side, and then they're going to be born through the loins of the elect, and they're going to be born into that new covenant. All right, and then the war between the Heavenly Father and the nation of Israel will finally be over. All right, so as of right now, the Lord, you know, He's only dealing with the elect. You see, and this is why, again, the Lord willing, we're of that number, we're being tried and refined. All right, to be, again, Lord willing, to be built up, to be able to withstand when the temptation comes. Because as brothers be saying, hey, get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. You know, that's why Yahweh Shema Shai, He keeps us on this fine line, man. He you know, he keeps us grounded and humbled. All right, He keeps us on a very thin line, man. You know, the straight gate, which is what I'm about to get in 2nd Ezra 7. 2nd Ezra 7, verse 12. It says, then were the entrances of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. So you see, full of evils, very painful, right? For the entrances of the elder world were wide and short, and brought immortal fruit. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them. So you see, because, you know, hey, at the end of the day, man, what we gotta our different trials and tribulations, yeah, though it hurts, nevertheless it's necessary for us to go through this. Because again, Lord willing, you know, and this is why, because we see people out here just, you know, living it up. You know, the scriptures talk about not envying the wicked, to roughly paraphrase. All right, because, you know, here it is, we're catching hell, man. You know, it's like we can't catch a break. But here it is, you see everyone else, especially 2/3 of our people, man, they're just living it up, having a good jolly old time. Well, hey, listen, man, again, what the Lord is putting us through, man, it's necessary. You know, yeah, it hurts, but it's necessary. All right, because Yahweh Shema Shai, He's called us out of you know, this world, man. He's called us out of this world. What everyone else is doing, like when it comes to us, the hopeful elect, it's like, nah, man. The Lord's like, nah, I got different plans for y'all, and I'm gonna call y'all out from what y'all see in the midst of y'all. I'm gonna call y'all out from that, and I've got different plans for you. But you got to go through this. We got to go through this furnace of affliction, man. We got to go through the fire, man. You see, verse 14 again. It says, if then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them. All right, and you also can read about that in Matthew the 7th chapter. You know, going into the straight gate, right? Going back to, while I finish that, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this, because again, we're coming into the time of the straight gate. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Because again, Yahweh Shema Shai, He's chastening us now. He's dealing with us now. He's put us through the hell of affliction, the furnace of affliction now. All right. You see, because, you know, again, to be able to withstand what's getting ready to happen out here, man, the Lord has to have a different type of spirit on you, man. And this is what the Lord, he's prepping us. All right. You know, because you have to have a real cold spirit, man. You had to be numb to all this, man. Because, hey, you know, we got to be prepared to lose it all, man. And that means loved ones. You know, some brothers got wives, children. Hey, we got to be prepared to you know, to lose it all, man. You know, and it's easier said than done. And it might sound cold-hearted, and you know, to some brothers it might be like, damn, you know, I might have to see my, you know, rib get off, to, you know, children get off. But hey, that's the core reality, man. And now, granted, hey, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shah, for the brothers that do have wives and children and loved ones and things of that nature, the Lord might save them. You know, the Lord might save them through your works, through our works. But nevertheless, we still have to have that mindset, like, hey, you know, whatever the Lord's will be, so be it. Hey, the Lord save them, the water. If the Lord doesn't, hey, you know, the Lord takes them out, then hey, it is what it is, you know. But nevertheless, we just have to have that mindset to be prepared to lose it all. A movie I like to think about a lot when touching on this topic, dealing with the hour of temptation. I encourage brothers, if you haven't seen the movie, with Samuel L. Jackson, he's in it, and hey, that Joker was cold, man. You know, what's that movie? The Unthinkable. You know, The Unthinkable, right? I haven't seen it in some years, but again, when it comes to the topic of dealing with the hour of temptation, all right, when you watch that movie Unthinkable, you know, you had this guy, he was a terrorist or whatever, all right, and he was pretty much, I'm trying to remember how the movie goes. Like I said, I haven't seen it in some time, but he was like some terrorist, and he was he basically planted these bombs throughout the city, and you know, he basically turned himself in, because you know, this guy, this terrorist or whatever, that, you know, the character, he was prepared he was prepared to deal with it all, man. Because like I said, you watch the movie Samuel L. Jackson, you know, they end up torturing this guy. You know, I'm talking about clipping his fingernails off, all type of stuff. But he had the spirit. He was already prepared in his mind to deal with it. You know, and everything that they threw at this man, hey, he took it. You know, he took it. But the one thing that made him break was the fact that, and this was something that he wasn't planning for. He wasn't expecting it. You know, it completely caught him off guard. Is when they brought his wife and his children. You know, when they brought his wife and his children in, that you know, that changed the whole game. He wasn't expecting that. He wasn't prepared for that. He was like, how the hell did they find out that I had a wife and children? You know, you see. And again, Samuel L. Jackson, man, his character, they brought him in for a reason, because again, you know, this guy, he was Samuel L. Jackson, his character in the movie, man, he was known for getting the job done, right? And even when he brought the terrorist wife and children in, you know, everyone else, because, you know, you have the military and, you know, the negotiators, and, you know, everyone else is like, listen, man, just chill. But Samuel L. Jackson, his characters are like, well, y'all called me in for, you know, y'all called me in to get the answers that y'all needed, right? Well, he was basically like, shut up and let me do my job. But that's the one thing that made him break, man, when they brought his wife and his children in. You see? And like I said, well, go watch the movie. I might watch it myself again, you know. But hey, stuff like that, you know, you gotta be ready to deal with that, man. You know, because hey, when it comes to the hour of temptation, how we're all going to be tempted, hey, you know, is going to be different. You know, some brothers that might be there, that hour of temptation for them is when, you know, you got Esau rolling in with his troops. You know, they bring in brothers, wives, and children. You know, you might have to see them, you know, get tortured or whatever the case may be. That might be some brothers' lot, man. That might be a part of their attempting process. But as I read before, Yahweh Shemel Shah, he's going to make a way for us to escape it. He's going to give us the spirit to deal with it. Because like I mentioned before, you read the different accounts. Let's say for brothers that have wives and children, and, you know, Esau, he pulls that card, you know, he takes that far. Well, hey, the spirit might have it to where if your wife and children get tortured to death, the Lord might have the spirit on them to be able to deal with it, you know, because that's something that I pray about, because even when it comes to death, you know, even when it comes to death, you know, I pray myself, you know, if because you know I got a rib, I got seed, you know, and if it comes to that for me, if that's my lot, then hey, you know, even in death, may the Lord show mercy, may the Lord be merciful, even in death, you know, because the Lord can do that, you know, He can give you a peaceful death, man. So if it comes to that, if I have to see my wife and children get off, man, then hey, you know, may Yahweh Shema Shai show them mercy even in death. You know, but nevertheless, the point being is that we have to have the mindset that, hey, we got to be willing to lose it all, man. Because what Jake fails to realize, man, is everything that we so-called lose on this side, man. Listen, what did Yahushua tell the disciples? You're gonna get it back 100-fold, man. Don't worry about it. And again, it's easier said than done, but don't worry about it. You know, don't worry about it, man. Yahweh Shema Shai, we're gonna get it back 100-fold, better, perfected. All right, whatever women you so-called losing this side, hey, listen, you're gonna get plenty more women on the other side, man, in their right mind. And this is something I had a conversation with the brothers, man, this past Saturday after the camp. Hey, you know, in the kingdom, hey, listen, you know, because as of right now, our women, they belong to Esau, Edom. All right, they belong to the system. You know, the scriptures say they're given over to Satan. All right, so you know, our so-called women, they're not really our women. Yeah, you know, if you got a woman, she's dealing with you accordingly, then so be it. Deal with her, you know. You know, but even with that being said, the scriptures say, marvel not if you trespass against you. Because again, our women, you know, they're not our women on this side. But listen, on the kingdom, hey, listen, man. And this is what I was telling us, the brothers, man, on the other side. Hey, we're gonna be at family, that, you know, the high holy days and things of that nature with all, you know, our wives and children. You know, we're gonna be able to be around other brothers' wives, and you know, we're not gonna be lusting at the other brothers' wives, right? You know, our women, you know, we're going to be in these high holiday events, and our women, they're not going to be looking at other brothers lusting, because our women are going to be for us. All right, virgins, they're really going to be our women. You know, they're going to be our women, you know, and they're going to be for us. Their eyes are only going to be for us, man, covered up. So you see, don't worry about it on this side, man. You know, we just make do with what we got on this side. The hell with everything on this side, man. You know, the hell with everything on the side, man. You know, but again, it takes some going through trials and tribulations for us to get to this point where it's just like, you know, because again, we have to be detached, man. We got to be spiritually detached. And like I was saying earlier, man, you know, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's putting this cold spirit on us, man, because that's what it's going to have to take to be able to withstand in that day, man. We're going to have a cold spirit, man. You know, because hey, we are, as the scriptures say, this is not our rest. You know, this is just merely a pit stop along the way. All right, you know, we're just simply pilgrims passing through, man. This is not the final stop. This is not the final destination. All right, but I'm gonna get this in 1 Corinthians 11, verse 32. It says, but when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. So you see, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's dealing with us now. That's why it seems like, you know, it's just like we can't catch a break for nothing, man. It's just like one thing or the other, you know. But you see, again, it's necessary, because Yahweh Shema Shai, he's chastening us now. He's dealing with us now, all right, so that when the Lord chastises this world, because what people fail to understand is you're going to have to go through this fire one way or the other. It's either going to be the easy way or the hard way. You know, so again, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's putting us through the fire now. All right. You know, and no matter how hard it may appear to be, nevertheless, the Lord's still showing us mercy. Because when Yahweh Shema Shai brings these upon the waters, there's not going to be no mercy. So you see, this is why Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with us now, man. All right. And again, prepping us to be able to withstand in this time, because again, if the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is not with you, you're not going to make it, man. We're not going to make it without the spirit of the Lord being with us. As I read before, man, the Lord, he's going to, when this hour of temptation comes, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to make a way for us to escape. He's going to give us spirit, Lord, wanting to be able to deal with it. Because again, what is getting ready to happen out here, these people, they're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. They're not ready. People are gonna get ready to bug out, man. People are getting ready to lose it, man. You know? But Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with us now, Lord willing. You know, our foundation is built in Yahweh Shema Shai, so that when the floods do come, all right, you know, we're not gonna be swept away, man. You know, because it's getting ready to get scary, man. It's getting ready to get bad, man. It's getting ready to get bad, man. And also, I'll also be just thinking about how, like, I'll be thinking about, man, because, you know, Yahweh Shai, he was the top alpha, you know, he was the manliest of them all, you know. But prior to the siege of Jerusalem, even Yahweh Shai, he was like, man, damn, you know, when the scriptures talk about how Yahweh Shai, he you know, looked over Jerusalem, he wept, because Jake had no idea what was getting ready to happen. Like, again, we're talking about Yahweh Shai. We're talking about the top dog, the top alpha, all right, the manliest of them all, right? But here they see, you know, because again, you know, naturally we have a compassion for our people. And I always say, man, even when it comes to 2/3, it's not personal, you know. And the brother posted the scripture earlier, hey, pray not for these people, man. The hell with 2/3, man. They'll get it back on the other side. The hell with Jake, you know, as of right now. And again, it's not personal, it's just business. You know, but even with that being said, this is like, man, damn, man. Because Jake don't know. Like I said, we have a natural compassion for our people, and it's like, man, Jake really don't know what's getting ready to happen out here, man. But we can't worry about them. Hey, the scriptures say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know? But going back to Yahushua, you know, you're looking at Jake like, man, Jake really don't know what's getting ready to happen out here, man. Jake has no idea what's getting ready to happen. It's scary, you know. It's scary, you know. But going to this in Revelation 3, verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So every man, woman, and child is going to be put to the test. All right. And like I said in the beginning of this show, man, whether you believe the MOTB is what has been taught by the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whether you believe it's the MOTB or not, it's still going to come down to a choice is going to have to be made. A decision is going to have to be made. What was that, Joshua? What do you say? Choose ye this day, right? Because more and more, and that's one thing that this truth, the spirit of the Lord, that's one thing it does, man. It forces you to choose a side, man. Because there's no gray areas with the Lord, man. There's no gray areas. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to force you to pick a side, man. It's either life or death. It's either Yahweh Shema Shai or Esau, Satan. So that's what it's going to boil down to at the end of the day, man. A choice is going to have to be made. All right. You see, man, I'm going to read it one more time. Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and to those of us, the hopefully elect. All right. You know, we keep putting our best foot forward in sincerity and in the truth, as I quoted in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, man. Hey, the Lord's not going to have us out here looking stupid, man, looking confounded, have us looking confounded, man, looking stupid. The Lord's, he's got our back, man. We just continue to put our best foot forward, our trust in him, man, you know. And then the Lord, you know, like I said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. All right, you can go to that word keep. It goes into protect, to guard. All right. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And when is this going to take place? Hey, when that MOTB is mandated. All right, because again, this is going to be a time when all hell is going to be breaking loose. You know, we're not going to know where our next meal is going to come from. A lot of people are going to take that MOTB, knowing it's the MOTB, knowing they're going to get judged. But again, the Spirit of the Lord is not with them. So, you know, they're going to go down to those CHIPPING stations, all right, willingly, you know, for some food or whatever the case may be, for shelter, whatever the case may be, you know. You see, they failed the test. They failed the test, you know. it says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So again, every man, woman, and child is going to come down to decisions is going to have to be made. You know, and I see it more and more every day. Hey, these people, they're going to take that. They're going to take that MOTB, man. They're going to take that charagma, because me and brothers, we be talking, going into the whole metaverse, and Jake, they're going to take that. They're going to take that charagma, man. They're going to take that charagma. We can see it, man. We can see it. All for a so-called better life, right? When you're only really prolonging your life, man. Like I said, we're just pilgrims passing along the way. This is not the final destination, man. America's not the final destination. This is just a pit stop along the way. So this ain't it. And I always, the water to Yahweh Shemal Shah, that this is not it, man. Because if this was it, we'd all be done. We'd all be through. We'd all be through, man. But again, it takes some, going through our trials and tribulations for us to get to points just like, man, the hell with this place. Because you really got to get to a point where it's just like, man, brothers, we really don't care. We're really numb to it. We really don't care. I know I'll be out and about all the time, and I'm just like, man, I hope they hit this bitch with an EMP strike right now. Lights go out right now. I don't care where I'm at. I know a lot of brothers, we have this mindset. It's like, man, we hope this shit goes out right now, man. I don't care. We don't care no more. And that's how it's got to be. And it's necessary for us to be in that way, because when you're in a state of mourning, like the scripture says, better to be in a state of mourning rather than be in a state of feasting, right? That the being in a state of mourning, it keeps you in this certain mind frame, man. Like, the hell with this, man. This ain't it. But ultimately, it's going to come down to this. A choice is going to have to be made. Whether you believe the MOTB is what we say it is or not, what has been taught by the apostles of Great Millstone or not, it's still going to come down to a choice is going to have to be made. A choice is going to have to be made, man. And a lot of people, the mass majority of the world population, they're going to fail that test. But again, Lord willing, we've been built up to the point. Again, Yahweh Shemal Shah, he's been putting us through the ringer, man. The Lord he's been dealing. The Lord is dealing with us. The hopeful elect, the Lord is dealing with us, man. But this is Lord willing, where we are built up to be able to withstand that day. Because hey, it's going to get bad. It's going to get ugly real soon. It's going to get bad. But may the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shah be with us. All right, to you hopefully elect brothers and sisters out there, may the blessing of election be upon you and your families out here, man. Stay prayed up, because hey, Lord willing, this is the year, the hopeful year all these prophecies come to pass, man. Because hey, we're going to be in the kingdom in no time, man. Real soon, we're going to be in the kingdom in no time. We just got to hold on, stand strong. All right, as a matter of fact, when you read on in verse Revelation 3 and 11, and I'll end it off with this. Revelation 3 and 11. Matter of fact, I read 11 and 12. It says, behold, I come quickly. So you see, like I said, we're going to be in the kingdom in no time. All right, because just remember, as bad as we want it, brothers, we get that feeling, that burning sensation, like we get that we get that thing, it's just burning within us. Well, no one has it more than Yahushua, man. All right, no one gets that sensation more than Yahushua. Yahushua can't wait to, he can't wait. We can't wait, but Yahushua, big bro, the king, can't wait. So no one wants it more than Yahushua, man. You see? But again, Revelation 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take that crown. Because you see, it said that no man take that crown, because hey, the crown has already been fronted to us. We already got it, man. When it comes to the elect, they've already been predestined to win. They already got the victory. It's just a matter of these things playing out, man. It has to be manifested. It's like when you write a movie, all right, when the director of the script, when he writes the movie, all right, he already, has it all written out on paper and everything from the beginning to the end. All right, and it's just a matter of it playing out on the big screen. Well, this story of ours, man, hey, it's already been written. It's just a matter of it playing out on the big screen, man, being manifested. So Lord, when we're of that number, hey, we already got the victory. We already beat the beast. All right, we've already overcome. Matter of fact, verse 12, it says, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my God and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which coming down out of heaven from my God, and I will write upon him my new name. So you see, to him that overcome. All right, and again, we already got the victory. The crown has already been fronted to us. We just got to hold on to it. You know, how long? You know, I did a video not too long ago. How long? The million dollar question. A lot of those in the right spirit, they've always asked, man, how long? But the answer to that, not long. All right, we're gonna be out here real soon, man. You know, we're gonna be in the kingdom in no time. In a hot second, we're gonna be out of here. You know, but hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. Giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And again, sincere salutations, peace, blessings to you, hopefully elect out there. May the blessing of election be upon you and your families, your household. And Lord willing, until next time, shalom.